Welcome to a tutorial for Building Regs for Plans. In the tutorial I want to go through adding details from the detailed drawing pages into our specification. Now that part of the tutorial will only be applicable to Premium or Premium Plus accounts, but the rest of the tutorial should also apply to standard accounts. So let's get started. I'm going to go to my House Extensions page. Now I'd already started a specification, but I want to remove that, so I'm going to tap on Edit at the top of the right hand column, and I'm going to go to Clear All in the center column. I get a warning, I'm going to OK that, and now a message comes to tell me that that screen is going to close because there's no more specification left to edit, so that's gone. That's fine. So let's now start our new spec. So I'm going to tap on Trench Foundation. Let's add that, that's fine. I'm going to go to Internal Work section. Let's add a note for stairs. And I'm going to go to the Means of Escape and Fire Egg section. I'm going to go for a smoke detection note. And let's add that. Now let's quickly preview our PDF export. I'm going to tap Include All Drawings. So my trench foundation details have been included. I'm going to tap on PDF export. I'm going to scroll down, and that's fine. My drawings included. Now let's quickly just save that specification. So I'm going to tap Save. I'm going to go to the next available slot, which is number 7. I'm going to tap New Job. So that's now saved. One thing I'd like to do is I'd like to edit the job details, which will actually appear on the PDF or Word export. So I'm going to tap above the third column, Edit Job Details. So let's set House Extension Jan 2025. I'm going to give a reference number. Set the date, 2025. That's fine for now for the purposes of the tutorial, so I'm going to save that. And now let's go to the Word/PDF export, and on the export screen I'm going to again tick Include All Drawings. Just quickly look down at the preview. That's fine. I'm going to tap Export. And there's my front page with the project details that I've just added. And there's my specification. Now that's fine. Let's now go to the detailed drawings pages because I'd like to add a drawing from there. Not all of the drawings on the website have an associated specification. So in order to add those drawings into the spec, we need to do that from the detailed drawings pages. So let's go to the Wall Details page. Now at present the function isn't enabled. There's just a Download Now button below each drawing. If we tap on that, see that there are options to download the DWGs or the JPEG format, a DXF or a PDF. That's fine if I need one of those formats, but if I actually want to include the drawing within the specification, there's an easier way of doing that. So I'm going to go to the My Account page and I'm going to enable that function. So I'm going to go to Detailed Drawings pages, Show Buttons to add details to spec. I'm going to tick that box and save that setting. Just a pop-up shows me that's been done. So let's go back to that All Details page. And now below each drawing, in addition to the Download Now button, which has shrunk slightly, we can see there's a button Add to Specification. So let's look at adding one or two of those drawings in. I'm going to go for the block retaining wall drawing. So I'm going to tap Add to Specification. Pop-up tells me that's done. And let's go for the cavity tray over sleeve duct. I'm just picking them at random at present. So let's add that. Add to Specification. And now let's go back to our spec. And if we scroll down, we can see those drawings have now been added at the bottom of the list. So let's quickly preview that. I'm going to go to Word, PDF export, I'm going to tap include all drawings. So if we scroll down on the preview, we can see those two have also been included. The boxes have been ticked. So let's tap PDF export, my front page, trench foundation, smoke detection, and there are my two drawings, the block retaining wall and the cavity tray over sleeved air brick. So that's fine, but let's look at tidying that up. I'd like to add a heading above that block retaining wall drawing, as it's not related to the specification above it. So I'm going to close that page, and now let's go to the edit page. Now in the center column we can see there are buttons at the bottom. There's a add heading, so I'm going to tap that, and then over in my left hand column I can see that heading's been added at the bottom, so I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to move that up with the shift up button in the center column, and then I'm going to edit that heading. I'm just going to call it retaining wall. That's fine. Just apply that edit, close that screen, and now let's go back to the export, include all drawings again, PDF export, and I'll scroll down, and there I can see my retaining wall headings now been added above that drawing. Again, we can look at tidying it up. So let's look at adding a page break into that specification. So I'm going to tap on the edit button again. Now in the center column at the bottom there's the add page break button, so I'm going to tap on that. Over in the left column my page break has appeared at the bottom. I'm going to select that. I'm going to move that up with the shift up button just above my heading, and I'm going to close that. Again, let's preview our spec. I'm going to tap on include all drawings, go to PDF export, and now we can see you have our front page, trench foundation, stairs, smoke detection, and then a page break which puts my retaining wall heading at the top of the new page. So that's now much tidier. That's fine. Let's also look at adding a custom specification, my own spec. So I'm going to go over to edit again. In the center column I'm going to tap add custom spec. So there's my specification. I'm going to tap on that and select that in the left column. Tap edit note. I'm just going to put generic headings. My custom heading, and in the specification box I'm going to just put my spec. Let's put my custom spec. Custom spec. That's fine. Apply edit. Close that screen. Again, let's have a look at the export. I'm going to tap include all drawings. And there's my custom heading and spec at the bottom. So let's now do the export. Scroll down. So there's my trench foundation, stairs, smoke detection spec, page break, retaining wall heading. There are my two drawings, and then there's my custom heading and specification. So that's fine. One more thing I'd like to look at is adjusting the export options for the PDF, which also apply to the Word export. So I'm going to tap on PDF straight Word export, include all drawings. Now on the left we have four options. There's the option to include the front page heading, Building Regulations Specification, but we can obviously also exclude that, so I'm going to leave that out. So let's untick that box so we can see it disappears from the preview. I'm going to leave my business details because I want them to show on the front page. I'm going to leave my business logo. I'm going to leave the project details because I like those. Let's just quickly have a look what happens if we remove all of those. The front page is then removed, and the first page then becomes the start of our specification. So that is something that we can do if we don't need the first cover page, but I do want to include those, but not that front page heading at the top. So now let's export that, and there we can see I've got my logo, then my business details, my project details. Let's scroll down, then we have our trench foundation note with the detailed drawing, my stairs note, smoke detection note, then my page break, my custom heading, retaining wall, my 2 drawings added from the detailed drawings pages, a custom specification. So in the tutorial we've looked at enabling the add to specification function, which allows us to put drawings from the detailed drawings pages into our spec. We've looked at some editing options, such as adding custom specifications, headings and page breaks. And lastly, we've looked at some export options, which allow us to control whether we include drawings, whether we show our headings on the front page, and business details, logo and project and job details. Thank you for listening to the video. I hope you found it useful. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel.